So no trace has been left, as is the standard. Oh, beautiful morning. Good morning. How are we? Stay smiling. Well, it's around 0600. I'm up early purely because of the golf course. I didn't want to get in their way. Bloody flies. Oh, they're a nightmare this morning. So, up and at it. Today is 20 odd miles again, just, you know, just for the crack. Heading to a place called Leven. So, that should be nice. And hopefully the feet will hold up a bit better today. I got 4 rather large blisters, 2 on each foot. Got the compedes on them this morning, so legs are feeling pretty good. It's supposed to be nice and dry, and when you wake up to a sunrise that you've just seen, well, it's pleasant, isn't it? Does wonders for the soul. So anyway, I'm going to stop waffling and I'm going to bring you back when we see something interesting. So I was camped the other side of those trees, and the path brought me around, and you can see why, because there really is no access between the golf course and the sea. It's all pretty rocky, but they've done this nice course for us, this nice path the golf course have, so all good in the hood this morning. I'm not feeling too bad overall, considering I've done 46 miles in 2 days. So yeah, not feeling too bad. Slow and steady today, nice early start. Get around to leave and take it easy. There's supposed to be some nice little sleepy fishing villages that we're going to go through, so it should be pleasant walking and hopefully plenty of cups of tea. That would be most welcome. So we've just come from up there, across that little bit, and now we're heading across this to that headland. I don't really think you could get more coastal path than this. But rock formations are phenomenal, aren't they? I don't know if this is the exact area, but there are areas around here where you can see the dinosaur footprints. So there in the distance of the trees, I went over those, wouldn't really call it a beach. It's very small, lots of rocks that are wet because it's next to the sea, you know. But if you're travelling north to south, just past the King's Barn Golf Club, you've got this really flat bit of grass just here, perfect for a camp. And if you come in from that direction, from south to north, obviously it's just before King's Barn. But now we're going to tackle these few rocks and get around that headland, and we'll see where that takes us. Is it just me? Have I got the wrong perspective here? I know it's a coastal path, but Where's the path? It's just rocks. Are they just saying, well, I'll tell you what, go over there and try not to break your leg. Good luck. See you later. It's interesting to say the least. So there are these posts. So I suppose that's useful if you can get to them. If you're a solo walker like myself and you're faced with walking across that, I don't really know how you're going to phone them. All the little rock pools. I bet there's absolutely loads of coastal foraging to be had around here. Anyway, I'm now back on some form of path, which is welcome. Those rocks were really slippery. So I'm guessing we're going to go up and follow the fence line down, and we're eventually going to head over to that peninsula in the distance. So those are the trees that I'll camp the other side of. And I've gone across all of those rocks and around here, and it's taken me an hour. I bet it's not even a mile. Those rocks are very, very slippy, so if you are doing the coastal route and you take the low route, that's certainly something to bear in mind. It is stunning. Lovely. Greenkeeper out keeping the greens tidy for all the golfers today. Little fishing boat. Another one just over there. Getting today's catching. What he's got there, you'll find in the chippy later. Here we go then. So this first section's rocky. I'm going to have to watch my step here. But then afterwards, it looks like it gets quite a lot better. I don't know how well this is showing up. To me, the sand looks really quite grey. You can probably see it more against that grey rock. It's like ash, like volcanic. Mad. Constantine's cave. King Constantine I was killed in this cave called the Nigra Specus, or Black Cave, after a battle with the Dughal, Dark Foreigners or Danes, in 1874. Wow. Medic! Bit of mouth to mouth, you'll be alright. That was strange. Wonder what that was. I wonder if that was like some military defences of some sort. Let's see if I can get up. Certainly a metal cylinder in there. I mean, you'd have had open views. Madness. Now that's a rock pool. So we've got these. Then look at that. Perfect circle. So this must have been Fife Harbour. Wow. That's madness. So you can see from here why they would have used this as a little harbour. Little beach where you can send your boats out, which is quite calm, and then that opening just there out into the sea to get your fishing done. Brilliant. The lighthouse at Fife, and you can see it's kneaded with these rocks. So there's the lighthouse. Right below it is this. Well, it looks a bit shitty. In a little pillbox. So again, I would have had a good, certainly a good point for the oncoming Germans should they ever arrive. Thankfully they didn't. Plenty of rock pools again. Plenty of coastal foraging. Just coming up over this little lump. I'll tell you now, some of these steps are quite sizable. On the other side, they're even bigger. I don't know how well this is going to pick up. There's like bunkers of some form. So I'm just heading into Crail now. Just starting to get into the urban area. Funky little building. I'm guessing those pigeons aren't real. Crail's Ducot. Oh, so it's they built a house just for the pigeons. Pause it if you want to have a read. What a lovely little place Crail is. Lovely. It's just stunning. It's just what a beautiful place. What beautiful houses. Obviously parking's no problem, but wow. And again, the signage is top notch. See on the signpost there. And Strother 3 miles. Are you going to focus? I don't know how well you can see that, but over there in the distance is land. I'm sure as to how well you can see that. Yeah, that's better. That there is called the Isle of May, or May Isle, and allegedly in the in the different lights of the sun during the day, it changes colour. Oh, it only needs a new roof. That one might need a bit more work on it. I'm still on the foraging. This little weed that you may see about, I believe, is the pineapple plant. Or something along that line, is pineapple something. And again, that's another wild edible. So Cellar Dyke now. This is the harbour. And all the washing hanging up. Brilliant. Lovely place. And Strother. And the harbour. Little pub in Strother, Ship Tavern. And a nice pint of Coke. So this is the harbour at Anstruther, and I have just had 2 pints of Coke in the Ship Tavern. I didn't want to leave, but unfortunately we're going down there. What size are that? So there's the old library, which is the, it's now a hostel in Anstruther. Lovely building. And if it was possible, I would have stayed there, but unfortunately it's in the middle of the day. These villages are stunning. There's the Isle of May. I ain't going that way. Not a chance of my going in that red stuff. It's not as lovely as it looks right now. I've got miles to walk. I'm not going to go left, I'm going to go straight on and follow that path. And then in the distance you can see the next village of Pittenweem. Yet another harbour, yet another little fishing village, Pittenweem. So that there is Pittenweem. Just around that corner there to the left you've got the harbour, and there's a big marquee there selling haddock and chips. I was tempted, but I'm going to get some more miles in first. But what was quite remarkable was, like, every other house, the front doors were open, and it was a artist studio. There's an arts festival going on, which is why it seems to be so busy at the moment. But yeah, another beautiful little fishing village. What a beautiful part of the world. Some old remains, you can see there's quite a few with all the undulations there in the grass. And there, the old remains are the pan houses. I mentioned earlier, you know, about coastal foraging, but this is something that you will see all over the place. I believe this is called plantain, this one being a greater plantain, because it's got the broader leaves. There's also a variety that is called lesser plantain that's got smaller leaves, funnily enough, and that is an edible. A windmill. St moaning. Must be full of women. They're always moaning, ain't they? St Moaning Harbour. So the question is, do the lads get in the boats to go fishing to get away from the moaning? I ain't got a clue what this is. I haven't seen a board or anything. Look at the curvature of that wall. We're going over that way. I think that there in the distance is Ladies Tower. So that there is Ladies Tower, and apparently some, I don't know, wife of a queen or someone that's fairly high up the food chain anyway, way back, used to go swimming in the sea and go in the tower, dry off and just look out. There's the lighthouse at Ely, and then this here is Ely, and that bit over there, just over the water, is East Ferry. So, not far to go, but still far enough to get to Leven tonight. It's been a slog today, I'm not going to lie, it's been hard work, but I'm not here to moan. So, let's get on with it. So it's now 6:05. I've been walking 12 hours. And it hasn't been pleasant, if I'm being honest with you, but it is what it is. I'm now in Leven. I've managed to get booked into a B&B. So this is heaven, man. I've got a lot of sleep I can get now. And rest and a shower. Oh God, a shower is amazing. Loving it. Let me show you around. 2 beds. The view doesn't matter. TV, tea and all that. And a shower. Oh my God, the shower. Yes. Luxury, man, luxury.